The history of science teaches only too plainly the lesson that no single method is absolutely to be relied upon. That sources of error lurk where they are least expected, and that they may escape the notice of the most experienced and conscientious workers, said John William Strutt. Born on 12th November 1842 in the United Kingdom, died on 30th June 1919 in the United Kingdom, was a British scientist who made extensive contributions to both theoretical and experimental physics. He spent all of his academic career at the University of Cambridge, among many honors. He received the 1904 Nobel Prize in Physics for his investigations of the densities of the most important gases and for his discovery of argon in connection with these studies. He served as president of the Royal Society from 1905 to 1908 and as chancellor of the University of Cambridge from 1908 to 1919. John William Strutt said, "The history of science teaches only too plainly the lesson that no single method is absolute to be relied upon." Don't you think the history of your family, the history of your schools that you went to study, teaches only too plainly the lesson that no single method absolute to be relied upon? You have been taught to suspect because they have never made you pure. 100 is 100, and they always made sure 35 is okay, just pass. 35%, 50% is good enough. Like that, they made you to create a lot of gaps in your mind and in your life. The smallest gap in the building, if the mason has not mixed the cement correctly, that smallest gap, water can enter and destroy the total building. When such is the situation, don't you think that Marx 100 is 100 has to be relied upon? Teachers did not get enough time. Neither the family people are given enough time to make sure that every child understood 100 is 100. Every child has become the lover of that particular question or subject that they have understood, melted, and it stays with them jab tak suraj janch ka, as long as the sun rises, the remembrance continues. The history of science teaches, the family teaches, family has been broken. Hence, have you ever noticed? Recently, one case came to me. They wanted to sell the family property, the main family house itself. And everybody was in a shock. And I asked them, these people are holding, the grandchildren who are holding on to this family house, they are in trouble with, financially they are in trouble. When their father and mother and grandmother was sick, did any one of your family members go to help them? You gave them a pittance. Now when they want to sell it, you are all in a shock, trying to say, where will we go? That was the place we were born and grown. We want to see. Yes. That plain lesson, absolutely not rely upon. If you have created a corpus fund, then the members in the family, whenever they are in trouble, the corpus fund, the family tree would have immediately initiated the proceedings of destruction to creation. Destruction after destruction went on to destroy our society and the family structure. So we remain as slaves for the 2% rich to control us. I was trying to tell you, if there was a corpus fund, You never bothered. But the same family members conduct massive lavish weddings and they throw money in lakhs. Whom to satisfy? I do not know. When they're throwing that kind of money, never mind. A small percent, 2%, compulsory. Everybody should, only 2% must go to the family tree corpus. 2%. So that future children can utilize that as the education or building a house, or when there's problems to make sure the family tree stands strong. They lavishly throw money in building houses, lavish big houses. They come from Dubai and from America and from everywhere and show off constructing massive big houses. But 2%, they do not know where to give the 2% because there was no family tree corpus. There was no trust created. Now this is where you come into this picture. If that is created compulsory, everybody pays it. Not a single marriage, not a single function will take place without going to the family tree. Like that, you unite. That unity is a strength nobody can disturb, and that will avoid you from diseases, avoid you from breaking your family tradition, and things move smoothly. Yes. And the family tree knows each family whether they should take engineering or medicine or business or politics, whatever it is. The rulers knew, as long as this family tree understands that, they will never have their way. Hence, all the families has been destroyed. The history of science teaches only too plainly the lesson that no single method absolutely to be relied upon. That sources of error lurk where they are least expected. There are sources of error. Yes, take sweet. They say not a drop. When the Zen master was taking bath, after he finished the bath, he heard a noise. His disciple have thrown the balanced water on the floor, and the master turned around and said, "Take sui." That means he said, you should have given that water to the plants, not a drop to be wasted. We used to say every time, a pint of shit in a cup of vanilla ice cream. It looks so beautiful. The house that you construct, it's so beautiful to see your marriages conducted in a massive big way. But the pint of shit, the 2% you have not given to the family tree. That pint of shit, you cannot enjoy that house because everybody's eyes is on that. Like Mahatma Gandhi's wife said, there is no beauty in the finest of all clothes, finest of all buildings, finest of all weddings, if it creates hunger and poverty. The sources of error lurk where they are least expected. And they may escape the notice of the most experienced and conscientious worker. Yes, everything is a leakage and your money is getting lost. You put money in the FD, but your corpus fund in your house strengthens you. That is your strength. And that strength doesn't come from anywhere, only from your family. The love relationship of your family, which connects to the joint family and the family tree.